Hello, my name is Marci Steiner, and I am absolutely delighted and honored to be your host in this breakout session on one of my very favorite topics to share and teach about, and that's inviting. And I want to get right into it. So first of all, what is inviting? It's what we do to actually launch our business. It's the action that we take to not only launch and start our business, but also to expand it. So if you think about yourself as a CEO, think about, do you want to have multiple locations? Do you want to cover a lot of ground? If you do, the way you expand your business and not only launch it is more inviting, all right? So we've got our list. Hopefully it's at least 25, but we go for at least 100 to 300 if we want to be professional. And we don't ever stop meeting new people and adding to our database, because the people on our list are our assets in our business. So we're professionals, we're networkers, we're constantly making new friends. And the nice thing about our opportunity is everybody can use what we have our hands on. There's no question about that. Now, on your database, you're going to have people in your hot market, your warm market, and your cold market. The people that are hot are in your inner circle. They're your immediate family, your BFFs, the ones that know and like and trust you. And the warms are more, maybe a little less close, but that you still know each other and they're more affiliated with you. Might be a little more peripheral. And then you've got your cold market. These are people that you don't know. You might have just met them in line at the post office or in a group on Facebook. These are people that you want to develop a relationship with, because when you have that trust, then it's just, you have more influence. And what I want to say to you is, when it comes to inviting, you want to start your business or take your business to the next level, not by necessarily always waiting for those people to come to you. I want to encourage you to start with your hot and your warm market, where you have more influence, and you can look to see who are the kinds of people that you might want to partner up with or share these amazing breakthroughs with. You're going to be the one to take action and be accountable to move your business forward in terms of launching or expanding it. So let me ask you this. Have you thought about exactly the kind of business that you want to grow? Do you have a vision in your mind? Do you want a small business, a large business? Do you see yourself as an elite distributor, having an organization where you've got 100,000 points being purchased in your organization on a calendar month, or maybe even 1 million, like that Master Pro 10 level? Because there's a principle in network marketing called leverage. It's the team working together, everybody working together, doing their part, creates an opportunity where we all have the ability to do more. There's like a synergy between us working together in the business. So if you're looking to build a larger business, it's kind of like, I work with dogs, right? I'm an animal communicator. I think about when people's dogs get lost, when they get out maybe by accident, and they themselves are the ones out there looking for the dog by themselves. It's really, really hard to find that dog. But if you post something on the neighborhood listserv and you got more people out there looking for the dog, chances are you're going to find that dog a lot quicker. I see it happening all the time. Well, think about it. Do you want to expand your network in more places? Why not have some partners, right? So really, as you get clear on the business that you want to create, be mindful that you'll cover more ground and have more leverage working with a team. And I say this because you need to know what it is that you're creating before you start inviting. Everything you do needs to be purposeful, okay? Now, how are you feeling about this inviting thing? Do you have stories around it that are not serving you? I want to invite you to release anything that's not serving you. Think about the stories. What are the things that you're saying to yourself that maybe are not true? What I believe about inviting is that I'm bringing a gift. Literally, if I had a beautiful package right here, it would be like Life Vantage all in this beautiful box with this bow. I get to unwrap it and take the lid off when I go to invite, offer someone something. That's all we're really doing. We're not in the business of selling or convincing, thank God, right? We are offering a gift that is potentially life-changing. I think all of us building this business certainly have felt that way. And here's the thing. When we're not included, how yucky does that feel? It doesn't feel good. So we're giving someone an opportunity to hear about something where they don't have to be left out. We're not going to try to convince them that this is for them, but we're at least giving them the chance if we want to, because we're the CEOs of the business. Our purpose in our inviting is not to sell, not to convince, not to coerce, not to manipulate. We are sifting and sorting. That's it. We're looking for people that see this opportunity or these breakthroughs that we do. It doesn't do us any good to have someone buy a breakthrough technology if they're not going to take that pill and put it into their mouth, right? They're not going to get the benefit, and we're not going to be there to tell them to do it every day. So we're looking for motivated people, whether it's, you know, they want to take their health to another level, they want to take their financial situation to the next level. We're sifting and sorting and looking for the ones that see it like we do. If I was to give you a bushel of oysters and I said there are 5 oysters in this bushel that have pearls in them, and each one of them is going to be worth $1 million to you, you would just shuck the oyster to see if there's a pearl in it. You wouldn't tell me a big long story about it. You guys, we're like shucking oysters. We can make it to the tippy top of the company and the compensation plan with 5 business partners that are creating and leveraging their teams. So all I can say to you is trust, have faith. Know that when you invite, as long as you have that right posture, meaning you're clear that you are the CEO of your business and that you are just moving forward and that you don't necessarily need any one person to be successful in building your network and expanding your network. You don't want to take a trip with somebody who doesn't want to go on that journey with you. And it's the same thing with the business. I've said to myself, I am absolutely certain that I am not interested in building this business with anyone who doesn't want to build it with me, right? That's not fun. I don't want to drag anyone along. So have that posture of just knowing, being detached. Okay, now here's the other thing. We want to be excited when we invite. We want to be passionate, but not too much. Because when we are too excited, it's almost like someone's got to create a little distance, like a little emotional distance, like slow down there, Nellie, right? But if we're under postured, then we're a little meek. We're a little like, we're not attracting so much. So be authentically excited about or passionate about what you have to offer, because that attraction is going to become more magnetic, okay? Just by you being you and being true. Be 100% in, and that alignment is going to create expansion and magic. Okay, so let's talk about the invite itself. I want to give you guys some best practices. First of all, you're not the message, your mouth is not the tool. Have you ever heard that before? I was like, what does that mean? It means that your prospects, as they're taking a look at this income opportunity, are going to be evaluating 2 things as they evaluate this opportunity. Number 1, they're going to ask themselves, is this real? And number 2, they're going to be asking themselves, can I do this? Well, when you call to invite, if you're really passionate and you start to tell them all about protandem and superoxide dismutase and glutathione and everything, they're going to be thinking to themselves, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can say those things. But if all you do are 2 actions, invite and introduce to a tool, introduce to a team, if all you do is invite and introduce, the answer to that second question, if they're evaluating this income opportunity, is going to be, yeah, I can do that. I can invite someone to take a look, and I can introduce somebody to a tool, or I can introduce somebody to someone on a team. And that's all we're doing here. It's super simple. So show them, you're actually going to be teaching your opportunity, your business prospect, how this business works by what you do. You're teaching them right from the time that you invite them. So keep that in mind, that everything you do is something that they'll be able to always go back and remember the actions that you took that they'll then take down the road. Okay, here's another thing. Less is best. Every word that you say could have an association that might not be positive in their mind. Although I love network marketing and think it's the most honorable way to make a living, I can tell you there are a lot of people who have some negative associations with it. Maybe they were with a different company where the system was not something that was easy to do, and they may not have been successful, or they may have known someone who knew someone who knew someone that was not successful. So I kind of try to keep network marketing out of the conversation. And when I'm inviting, it doesn't even come up, because I'm thinking in my own mind that what I'm inviting to is a big business opportunity. And if they ask me what it is, I don't necessarily have to tell them, but I can't wait to tell them. So instead of saying, no, don't want to mention the name of the company or get into it right now, I just say, I cannot wait to tell you. Are you kidding? But here's the thing. If you end up seeing this like I do, the way that I lay this out for you is going to become very significant. So I don't want to, kind of shortchange you. I want you to have that same experience that I had. So trust me, we'll just take this in a very methodical way. So less is best. Any word that you say could shut them down. We want them to come to the exposure, to the opportunity exploration, all open, wide open, just ready to see what we've got. Okay, so let's, a couple more things. One, I don't like to say that we're putting together a team. When I'm inviting, I'm making it all about that person. So we want to make it about the individual. We're going to be complimenting. We're going to make those compliments about that particular individual. If we can make them more personalized, the better. I want to avoid saying joined. I don't like to say join because that sounds like a book club. Like, I joined this club. It's not a club. I started a business, or I started a business a while ago. Now I'm looking to take it to another level. Be that CEO when you're inviting to the business, because that energy is going to come through, and that's what's going to be attracting them to maybe explore this with you a little bit more, right? Okay, here's another thing. I don't recommend asking people for their opinion. I know some people do this, and I will say even professionals sometimes will say, I'd love to get your opinion. For me, I stay away from asking people what they think or their opinion, because that's going to put them in a space where they become analytical, where they go into their head, and then their job is to try to look for things that are wrong, or look at, they're trying to look out for you because you're asking them for their advice. So they feel that responsibility to save you from something that might hurt you. So I don't ask someone for their opinion or what they think, because I don't care what they think. All I know is I know that I've been in this industry building professionally in network marketing for the past 18 years full time. I've never seen anything like this. I don't care what anyone thinks. All I know is I'm going to be building a huge network with you if you want to build a big network with me. And whether or not it's exciting for you, I don't know, but let's just go and explore it, right? So that's what I can tell you is everybody's different and they have a different opinion. You know what you know, stick to that. And that energy, that solid commitment when you're grounded is going to really serve you. Okay. Now, you're going to look at names on your list. We're going to get back to the nitty-gritty of the invite. I want you to ask yourself this question to help you know which direction you're going to go and head to with your invite. There's two different ways to what we call lead with your invite. You're going to either lead with the products or you're going to lead with the business opportunity. The way you decide is you'll look at the name on the list and ask this question. You ready? The question you're going to ask is, if this person, we're not going to prejudge, but we're going to ask this question, if this person sees this business opportunity like I do, would I be interested, or would I like to be in business with them? If the answer is yes, then we're going to go with the business invite. If the answer is no, I'm really not interested, but I certainly feel a moral obligation to let everybody else know about these products, you'll go with the product invite. So it's either the business, if you'd like to be in business with them. It's not a matter of thinking who would say yes or who would like to do this. Don't try to be a psychic and try to figure it out, right? The question is more about you being the CEO and answering the question, do you like them? Do you want to be in business with them? If that's yes, you're going in that direction towards a business invite. So let's start with the product invite first. Know that products are for everybody, so certainly everyone on your list can at least be invited to take a look at these products. And also know that we want to avoid insinuating or coming right out and inferring even that any of our products can cure, heal, treat, mitigate any specific disease or condition, because that's going to put us in a slippery slope and we don't want to go there. And we don't have to build a huge network, right? So here's one of the invites that I like to use. Now, everything I'm sharing with you, I want you to keep in mind that I'm just one person. I'm sharing my own personal experience and the experience I have of helping to coach many people throughout the time that I've been in this industry. But just like I hear many other professionals share their invites, sometimes I think to myself, okay, that's work for them, but you couldn't pay me $1 million, trillion, billion dollars to use that invite. It's just so not me. I don't resonate with it at all. So bottom line, take what you like and leave the rest. That's one of my best mottos. Or maybe just tweak it a little bit or talk to your coach about it. But I'm going to share with you what's worked for me. When it comes to product, no, if you use the word share, it's almost always going to end up, even if you're thinking, I'll figure out if they are interested in the products or the business. No, if you say share, it's usually always going to be products. So products, share, okay? If you're going with the business, stay away from that word share. That's what I would recommend. So I've got something I want to share with you. What is it? There are these incredible breakthrough technologies that you need to learn about. They're going to blow you away. When do you have 15 minutes to get in front of your computer? Or if I was to send you some information about something, when would you have a chance to take a look at it? Because if you end up having questions, I'd love to connect you with somebody who can answer those questions. But this is really important information. Blew my mind. It's going to blow yours. Something like that, where you're just excited and you're just like, breakthrough. Well, what is it? It's a product? What's the name of it? Remember, you're not going to say, oh, I can't tell you, although we don't want to start talking, right, and be the tool. We want to say, here's the thing. I can't wait to share it with you. If I was, would you, right? If I was to send you some information, when would you have a chance to take a look at it? Let's schedule time that we can touch base. Or do you have time to do it now? Are you in front of a computer right now? Let me send you something to take a look at. That's easy. Very, very easy. That's a product. Okay, now let's get into the business. When you're doing a business invite, there are basically a few parts to your business invite. There are a few parts to your business invite. One, you're always going to say income opportunity. You're going to give genuine compliments, and you're going to make an active request. So there's 3 parts that you're always going to do. Now, I can give you a format or kind of a system that I use to help people customize their invite. I think what's really important when it comes to your business invite is that it's completely in alignment with your yes. That you're passionate, that whatever you feel about this opportunity, that comes through, that you're feeling about it and your why in a very condensed way are connected, and then you let them know why you're calling, that you're looking to expand your business, or you're looking to take your business to another level, or you're in the process of launching your business. Let them know why you thought of them. You're going to compliment them. Now, one thing about the compliment, I really love to use an app that you guys can look for in the App Store. It's called the Virtues Cards, Virtues Reflection Cards, I think, or Virtues Cards app. Maybe a couple bucks, absolutely worth it, because it lists all these beautiful virtues. When I compliment, I like to use those virtues. I actually have them printed out, and I refer to them before I make any invites. I will think about the person in my mind, and then I'll pull out 3 virtues, almost like I'm going to give a gift, like a gem. Each one I give, each acknowledgement, virtues acknowledgement I give to the person when I invite them is another gift. So that's why I love inviting, because it's a chance to really acknowledge the essence of the person that I thought about. And that always makes me feel good. It usually makes them feel good. It's just a great thing to invite, I'm going to say. Here are just some virtues that I'm going to read off this list that you might think about when you think about the person you're going to invite. Assertiveness, caring, committed, compassionate, courageous, determined, enthusiastic, committed to excellence. They're friendly, they have integrity, they're patient, they're purposeful, they're reliable, people respect them, they're responsible, they're self-disciplined, they come from a place of service, they're trustworthy, they create unity, they're so understanding. These are the kinds of things that are virtues in someone. What's not a compliment would be a judgment. Stay away from those when you do invites. A judgment is going to actually create a situation where you're pushing someone away where you don't even mean to. A judgment would be, and oftentimes people confuse, business owners would confuse a compliment with a judgment. So judgment would be like, I thought of you because you are in the health and wellness field and I think you'd be really good at this. That's a judgment. Here you're telling someone that they'd be good at this and they don't even know what this is yet. Or you might say, I thought of you because I heard you say you wanted to make a little extra money and I just thought this would be a great way and this is something we could do together. Well, they don't even know what this is yet, right? So what I can say to you is stay away from judgments. You keep it really safe and you just make it like a gift. You're going to compliment. And then lastly, the third part is you're going to make a request. My favorite requests are, so would you be open to taking a look at doing something with me? Or would you be interested in taking a look at doing something with me? Really, that's all you want to find out when you're qualifying your prospect. You want to find out if the timing's right and if they're open, right? If they're open to taking a look and if the timing's right, that's going to be a fully qualified prospect. So here's all the pieces together. So I stumbled across an amazing business opportunity. I'm really excited about it because I found a way I can earn extra money and be home with my kids. And right now, I'm in the process of taking my business to another level and lining up partners to build it with. And I thought of you because when I think of you, I just think of someone who's so trustworthy and committed. And you have to be one of the most flexible people I know. I don't know. I was just pulling out something. Or maybe it's like, I like to have the list in front of me. To be honest with you, I should have had my 3 pulled out. And I thought of you because you're one of the most determined, enthusiastic, and reliable people that I know. You're one of the most blank, when I think of you, you're blank, and one of the most blank people that I know. I hope that helps you guys. And here's the difference between the active and the passive request. A passive request or question when you do your invite would sound something like, so I was just wondering if you'd be open to hearing about what I'm so excited about. If you say something like that for your invite, I'm just going to tell you what you'll end up with. Maybe some of you guys can relate. Maybe this is happening for you now. I coach a lot of people who find that this happens to them. And it's like if you say something like that, you might get a lot of, well, good luck to you. I think that sounds really good. I think you're going to do really well at this. So that's because they're just coming to hear about information. You guys, we don't need anyone to do us a favor and come hear the information. You want people who are coming to explore this business opportunity with you, and you want them to evaluate whether or not this is the right business for them, right? We don't need to just go presentation after presentation after presentation after, we'll be exhausted, and who has time for that, right? So we want to qualify our prospects. So I'm going to give you a special question. If you're not sure when you ask someone, are you open to taking a look at doing something with me? And they're like, yeah, I would be willing. And they're not like, yeah, of course. Like if they're not all in, you can hear that. You can qualify or just kind of confirm that they're qualified with this next question. It's also a great question to use when you're inviting someone in your cold market, people that you don't know. You could say, so I got a question for you, Sam. Or let me just make sure, Sam, I just have something else I want to run by you. If the right income opportunity came by, if you were introduced to the right income opportunity now, and it didn't interfere with anything that you're currently doing, would now be a good time in your life to take a look. If the right income opportunity came along, if the right income opportunity came along, and it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing, would now be a good time in your life to take a look? That's just a great question to ask to qualify someone in your cold market or someone that you weren't sure about their absolute yes when you did that business invite. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you. If they do say yes, they're excited, you're going to let them know how they're going to explore. Either you're going to be inviting to a 3-way call, you're going to be sharing a pre-recorded overview of the business, or maybe you're going to be inviting them to a Zoom meeting or a live gathering once we can do that. And you're going to let them know that if they're excited or they're interested, you're going to be introducing them to your business partner so you can get any questions answered, and then you'll take it from there. You just want to create a really safe environment where they can just come in and explore, and they should know, like, we've got our hands on something so big here. Now, here's the thing. You have to make the decision to take your business to the next level. Once you do that, create a habit of inviting. Never get out of that habit. This is something where you have to know that the more inviting you do, the more exposures you're going to have, and the rate of exposures equals the rate of success. So you want a more successful business, you want to meet more people, continue to invite and continue to expose. And I got to tell you, it's not always comfortable. It's not always easy. Sometimes our fears are going to come up, but I want to invite you to just have fun with it. Just sift and sort. Don't have that pain of regret. Know that you are worthy of having customers and business partners that understand and see the value of what we have our hands on here in LifeVantage. And let's do this. Get all in. Jump in on your surfboard. Start paddling. You know, every time you pick up that phone or every time you send that Facebook message, that's, you know, you might even just text first. Hey, I've got something exciting to run by you. When's a good time to give you a quick 2-minute call? But every time you do that, every time you go to invite and share, you're paddling. I gotta tell you, this LifeVantage wave, it's happening. If you can't feel it through this convention, oh my goodness. There's a swell happening here in this company. And unless you're on your surfboard and you're paddling, you're gonna miss that wave. Don't miss that wave. Don't have those regrets. It's not always comfortable. It's not always easy. Sometimes we're tired, but we just got to keep doing, keep consistent, keep persisting. It is worth it. You are worth it. Your dreams are worth it. Have fun out there. Thanks again.